Hello students, welcome to the new lecture session on 42 volt system. This is the third part of the 42 volt system. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sood Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. Today we will discuss the third part of the 42 volt system, which is taken from the module number 7 of modern vehicle technology subject. This subject is the 7th semester automobile engineering students syllabus, and the subject code is AUE 704B. So students, before starting the today's class, in the previous two parts of this 42 volt system, we covered about the 42 volt system, its conventional, this difference between the conventional 14 volt system, what are the challenges faces the researcher and the automakers during the 42 volt adaptation, and then we'll discuss the various then we covered its measurement procedure, its automobile accessories, and then we discuss the various types of then we will discuss the configuration of the 42 volt system. And now in today's class we continue this configuration of the 42 volt system with the components and its unique requirement and the benefits. So students, let's start the today's class on 42 volt system third part. As I told in the previous lecture, discussed the system configuration of 42 volt. So this is the picture of the 42 volt system configuration, where this is the main engine, which is connected with the MG, this is motor or the generator, and the auxiliary part with this bell drive, and this motor is connected with the starter motor, and the starter is get the power from the 12 volt battery. This is the connected with the 14 volt, and this is the other battery, that is the 36 volt battery, which is connected with the these two batteries are connected with this inverter unit, and then inverter unit is connected with this MG, that is motor and the generator. So students, to cover the configuration of the 42 volt system, the main components are MG, motor or generator, that is the number one. Number two is inverter, and number three is DC to DC converter. So now we'll discuss with the, now let's start the discussion with the MG, means motor or the generator. The main function of the motor or the generator can divide it into the four described in the four, which is as described the below. The first function or the primary function is to start the engine again, after the ideal stop. The MG activation is triggered by the driver's brake release motion, etc., which increases the engine speed from 0 to the several hundred RPM. So student, the MG activation is triggered by the driver's brake release motion, etc., which increase the engine speed from 0 to the several hundred RPM. At that moment, the MG or motor generator generates the maximum torque about 56 Newton meter at 300 rpm through the mg shaft. So mg generator generates the maximum torque during the trigger mg activation by triggering the diverse brake release motion, which helps to increase the engine speed from 0 to the several hundred rpm, and that time maximum torque is generates, and it's near about 56 Newton meter per 300 rpm, which is measured at the mg shaft. This is the primary function of the first function. Now coming to the second function. The second function is to assist the vehicle starting. For a few seconds from the moment the driver releases the brake until the moment the fuel injection starts. For a few seconds from the moment the driver releases the brake until the moment the fuel injection starts, the vehicle keeps running with the mg alarm, especially in the electrical mode. Now next is the third function. Third function is power generation. As the voltage induced by mg motor or generator in low speed range mg revolution speed, that is 3000 rpm or the lower, is too low to serve as power supply voltage. The inverter increases the voltage for the adequate power generation. In the high speed range where the mg motor generation revolution speed higher than the 3000 rpm, the rectifier power generation occurs to generate 3.5 kilowatt power. This is the third function. Now come to the last or the fourth function, which is to drive the auxiliary equipment. That is to rotate the mg or motor generator, air compressor and PS pump, that is power steering pump, when they are disconnected from the engine crankshaft. So students, these are the four function of this motor or the generator. The magnetic field winding method. The magnetic field winding method is employed for the rotor magnetic field so that the intensity can be derived easily by controlling the current. Hence the 42 volt system is materialized by maximizing the intensity of magnetic field in the low speed range, where high torque are required, to start the engine. or EV mode. In the high speed range, the intensity of the magnetic field is reduced to suppress the maximum voltage induced by mg to 44 volt. Moreover, the induced voltage can be suppressed to the 58 volt or lower by means of three-phase short circuit control. Maximum revolution speed of the 15,000 rpm at the mg shaft. The segment conductor or the SC method is used for the starter coil. That is a flat and square conductor segment which is inserted from the shaft side into the core slot, and the other end of the conductor is welded for the connection. Owing to the above, the space for the conductor is reduced markedly, and the total size of the mg is reduced by 20% in comparison to the conventional round type conductor. In addition, by improving the connection method of the conductor, the magnetic noise of the mg is reduced by approximately 7 decibel in comparison to the magnetic noise of the mg using the conventional connection methods. Now the second component is the inverter unit. The inverter unit is a control unit. Inverter unit is a control unit which is built into a single module incorporating the three parts. 1. The inverter itself. Number 2, DC to DC converter, and number 3 is MHVEC with a coolant conduit situated among them. The size of the unit as a whole is reduced by incorporating the MHVECU, resulting in not only cost reduction of the entire system but also enhancement of the reliability. Moreover, both the installation easy and high production efficiency are established while improving the wear harness design. The size reduction is accomplished by using the newly developed compact 6 arms in one module, Intelligent Power MOSFET module or IMP, and an ellipse type aluminum capacitor. This capacitor was newly developed and has a high heat discharge rate Furthermore, the cost reduction of the entire system is achieved by incorporating the mild hybrid system and the DC to DC converter on opposite side and sharing the water cooling system between them. In order to facilitate the installation of vehicle. In order to facilitate the installation of vehicle, the three-phase output unit, and the harness connector are set on the top of the inverter to enable the easy connection. Next is the protection against the overvoltage. Should the battery terminal come off while the system is working in the power generation mode, overvoltage will happen at the inverter and the DC to DC converter, and this result is overvoltage failure, since the system itself is incapable of absorbing the power generation energy. As a protection against such failure mode, overvoltages are detected at the input voltage detection circuit, and the magnetic field is shut off accordingly. However, the magnetic field current keeps on flowing despite the damping of the current reversing effect of the diode, and the terminal voltage keeps on rising. In this regard, it is so designed that the magnetic field current is cut off. The lower arm of the power element constituting the three-phase bridge is turned on forcibly to cause three-phase short circuit and let the MG consume the energy to prevent the rise in voltage. Now coming to the next part is the DC to DC converter. The DC to DC converter drops the high voltage, that is 42 volt, of a mild hybrid system power supply to the auxiliary power supply voltage, that is 14 volt. The reason is to supply power to the auxiliary system even if the engine is stopped. Synchronous rectification methods is adapted for the enhancement of 42 to 14 volt conversion efficiency. The comparison of efficiency between the cases with or without synchronous rectification. Aiming at the high-speed switching, MOSFET is also used here. In order to reduce the size of the LC, we decided to accomplish even higher switching speed of the MOSFETs. Now next is unique requirement. The auto part supplier are scrambling to develop component capable of meeting the unique requirement of 42 volt system. All devices include in power generation and the energy storage are affected, such as the battery pack, drive motor and the power electronics. The materials and the components will need to significantly change to meet the new requirement, says the William HSU DuPont Technologies Vice President. For instance, upward shift in heat resistance and electrical property requirement will place some new challenges on the thermoplastic. Some existing polymers wouldn't work. This is the claim by the William HSU, who is the DuPont Technologies Vice President, and his company has developed a translucent grade of nylon to replace the polyether sulfone in fuse application. According to this, 42-volt vehicle will need more plastic gear. According to this, 42-volt vehicles will need more plastic gear to serve in electrically actuated system. Since the 42-volt enables automakers to move the belt drive system like air conditioning units out of the engine compartment, the plastic that couldn't stand under hood heat and the mechanical load might now compete against the metal. Some 42-volt system will bring plastic gear closer to the engine, and this gear will have to go beyond the standard domain of the window lifters. Safety and the threat of the vehicle fire is an inherent concern for the engineers working on the 42-volt components. For an example, batteries must be developed to account for reverse battery voltage and jump starting at the high voltages. Relay arcing is another problem that is being addressed by the engineers. Higher power relays, switches and the fuses need to be developed. Many devices must be redesigned or replaced with the semiconductors. When a relay opens and closes at the 14 volts, there's a slight arc, but at 42 volt the arc will become much more pronounced. It could peak the contacts and causes it could peak the contacts and cause premature wear on the device. The electrical arcing can generate the temperature up to 1832 Fahrenheit. Metal melt the metal or burn the plastic and ignite the fuel vapor. The arcing also a concern when the making or the breaking connection, such as during the fuse or the battery replacement. To address that challenge, relays and the conductors and connectors must have wider spacing between contact points to allow for differences in electrical arc. Because of the added potential for arcing in 42-volt system, the major impact on wiring assembly will be quality related. Ensuring that all the terminals are correctly seated and locked will take an additional importance. In addition, seal connectors will be more commonly used. The seal connectors will be more commonly used, increasing the number of components that a wiring assembly plant must deal with. More physical protection devices such as clip, clamps and shields may also be used here. So we are investigating the use of flame retardant materials for the 42-volt connectors because of concern regarding the arc containment and the corrosion. According to Christian Boden, many electrical parts and the components will look similar whether they run on 14 or the 42-volt systems. They will generally be the same shape. He points out this. However, the inside of the motor, alternators and the other devices will be noticeably different. For instance, more windings of finger gauge where will be used in coil. A 42-volt vehicle will have a lighter and smaller wiring because amperage decreases when voltage increases. For instance, an electric motor that takes 12 amperes at 12 volt requires only 4 amperes only the 4 ampere at the 36 volt. It requires only the 4 ampere at the 36 volt. So this will enable the automotive suppliers to downsize the wiring and the shrink components. Higher voltage will allow more effective and the efficient use of thinner and lighter wiring. More power can be transferred with the smaller wires, cables and the connectors, which reduces the packaging sizes. The tripling of voltage means the current carried by the wiring will shrink by 2/3. That means smaller wires throughout the vehicle and bigger the smarter fuses. But excellent electrical insulation and dielectric properties are vital. The 2 points HC. Indeed, the overall complexity of connection will be increased with more seal requirements. The main difference in the wiring system will be the need for more sealed connection, probably of a different design than 14-volt connection. However, the higher voltages and the lower current associated with 42-volt system will allow the engineers to reduce the wiring thicknesses by approximately 2/3, and there is potential to reduce the size of wire that are currently larger than 0.35 millimeter square. The circuits that are already 0.35 millimeter will likely not to be reduced due to the physical strain constant. The 42-volt motors will need to spend more time on winding machines, and they will require approximately 3 aerial as many turns as traditional devices. But since the wiring will be thinner, it will fill the same amount of space. Suppliers may have to invest in better winding equipped. Suppliers are gearing up for this new manufacturing paradigm. For an example, Extreme Energy Incorporation has developed a brushless motor with a patent coil that is and that it expects will be used in many 42-volt applications. So we are automating the manufacturing process for our motor winding technology to address high volume requirement and the price point issues in the automotive market. The traditional 14-volt system rely on bulky wiring. The low voltage electricity must flow at a high ampere to operate a vehicle exercise, and that requires thick cable and the harness. With the 42-volt system, however, wiring the bundle size may be as much as 20% smaller. Harness and connectors manufacturers will need to develop innovative products that meet the automobile manufacturers' needs in order to win contracts. A top priority for automaker is to reduce the size and the weight for wire harness and the console. Growth in flat flexible cable and flexible printed circuit board provided the opportunities for growth. Suppliers that can design and develop a new technology that allow for size, weight and cost saving, and it will definitely have a competitive advantage over other the market participants. And there's a good possibility that the new technology will be used, especially if it helps make wire harness smaller and more flexibility. Attached tri-metal and flat wire technology is not conducive to 14-volt system, but they may be attractive to 42-volt system. Now coming to the benefits of this, the shift to a 42-volt standard will offer a numerous benefits. For an example, some devices that are now driven mechanically will be driven electrically since the need of power will be available. Components such as air conditioning compressor, water pump and the power steering system will be operated only on demand instead of remaining a continuous parasitic load on the engine when they are in off part of their operating cycle. And these features will reduce the fuel consumption and the emissions. Now coming to this higher efficiency electrical system. The conventional alternators are designed to optimize the current flow only at ideal. A 42-volt integrated starter alternator will replace the traditional starter, bell-driven generator and a flywheel. The vehicle engines will shut down instead of idle at traffic stops, and an electric motor rather than a bell to the engine's crankshaft pulley will drive the water pump according to load on the engine. Better component, a single device component mounted on the engine of the engine on the mounted on the end of the engine's crankshaft will work as a starter motor by snipping the crank at starting. The integrated starter alternator or ISA will reach ignition much faster than the current starter, enabling the starter stop engine. The same device will serve as a generator, charging the battery both directly from the engine and during the braking, allowing the recovery of energy ordinarily dissipated in the brakes, and this will help reduce the brake wear. Next is improve the fuel economy. The ability to add technology such as start stop with an ISA, so brake generation and the torque boost will improve the fuel economy 10% to the 15%. Next is reduced emission. The internal combustion engine's current slow start routine is where most hydrocarbons are emitted into the atmosphere. Because 42 volt system will enable the first start or stop strategies, a high RPM start will eliminate the typically slow and rough start and reduces the emission. Next is the reduce the weight. Increasing the amount of current will allow for a 10% reduction of the overall weight of the wiring by reducing the size of heavy gauge wire, and wiring harness will become the lighter. Next is solid state circuitry. The 42 volt technology will make it more cost effective to use advanced solid state circuitry, which will allow for increase the networking capability. Switching semiconductors for inches are expected to cost less as the amperage decreases, and enabling the more electronic control and the customer desired features. Next is design flexibility. Components that have traditionally been clustered around the engine, such as heating and cooling system, will be more evenly distributed around the vehicle, and enabling sleeker, better the balanced design. And there will be fewer belts and pulley to contend with. And the next one is a new technology. With the 42 volt system, the technology that were previously impractical or impossible will be feasible. Higher voltage will enable the more effective and efficient use of drive-by-wire technology, ride control system, electronically heated catalyst, and electromagnetic valve systems. So students, these are the benefits. So here we complete the 42 volt system. So after complete the 42 volt system, from this chapter we can understand about the 42 volt system, the differences in between the conventional 14 volt system and the 42 volt system, the challenges to adapt the 42 volt systems, the challenges, then the system configuration, components, hybrid systems through this 42 volt system, and then we study the understand about the benefits of this 42 volt system. So this is the 42 volt system. That is. So students, in the next class we discuss on a new topic. So till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much, students.